Oh, this was so depressing. What the hell happened? This was not what I was expecting, like, at all. It's One moment they're at the coffee shop having nice memories, and Hide says that I'm actually the one that felt a little bit left out once you joined on Teku, Kaneki. And then the next moment, the thing is burning down, the sky is red. But I guess beforehand, Hide had gotten either shot or wounded by a ghoul. I don't know what the fuck happened. Do you know what the fuck happened? And at first I thought the blood was coming from Kaneki because of his fight with Amon. But then I remembered Kaneki can regenerate. He can heal himself. And there's like this huge fucking pool of blood. And it's like, oh shit, it's from Hide. Kaneki, let's go home. And then he drops dead. And I'm like, what the? I'm really fucking confused. I'm like, is that it for him? Like what? Honestly, like what happened? And then I do like the fact, though, that he admitted to Kaneki that he knew that Kaneki was half ghoul, because, you know, and he always knew, and even then, he still remained his friend. Meanwhile, Toka, it looks like this girl went out of her house to train for a marathon, because she just kept running, like, she's been running for hours. Like, I don't know what the hell is up with this, but it's like, you went outside to run your ass off, and it's a fine ass. But listen, like, she's either tripping or you know, crying or just staring at stuff. This episode is a roller coaster of emotion. It's like, can we call, like, so many questions. What happened to the rest of them? Like, Hinami, what happened to the owl? This needs a continuation, like, ASAP, as soon as possible. It's like, Shinohara, he's unconscious, he's in grave condition, but he's not dead, technically. Amon, I think he's dead. I mean, we saw Akira crying over his corpse. Juzo is severely depressed. And then it's like, okay, what was the point of Kaneki joining Aogiri Tree? It's to help them break more ghouls out of the prison? Ayato, I thought he was going to have a bigger role in this. You know, then Hide dies, and then you have da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. 10 minutes of walking down the street. I mean, I love that song there for season 1, the opening for season 1. The feels for this episode are unlike any other thing in this entire show. But it's like, I just have so many questions. Did Kaneki die at the end of this? Like, what did Arima do? Because you hear the briefcase open, and we know that Arima is an overpowered motherfucker, so we know that there's something went down. Why was Kaneki's hair changing color all of a sudden? And I guess Mr. Yomo was in charge of blowing up on Teku on Yoshimura's orders. So he does that, and I thought that he was going to fight Kaneki when he's like, I'm sorry, Toka, you know, Yoshimura told me to do this. I'm like, oh. So throughout the episode, you know, my mind is mostly yelling, like, what the fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck. But I think the purpose of this episode was to end on a very strong emotional note, and I think it accomplished that. I think, like, the scene where Kaneki's just walking, man, I mean, that went on for a while, but just, you know, the music there, and then by the end, the helicopter, I mean, it just sounds super invasive. The execution of that scene from, you know, a